Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol NVCN. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here, as they're called, representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So all this here may look like several days worth of time. It's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I don't mean to state the obvious or rub salt in the wounds, but it does kind of help setting up the context for this current setup. But yeah, the price on this one has been getting beat down pretty bad, and then all of a sudden today things changed around a little bit, and the price not only started to go sideways a little bit, but actually started to work its way back upwards. And then you combine that with the fact that the final 30 minutes on the day presented a nice green candle. Now, don't get me wrong, and I really wish I could say trading was this easy. Just because all these dynamics have unfolded doesn't mean that because of all that, this is for sure bouncing. Like, it's guaranteed to bounce up to 4 cents. I wish trading was that easy, but just because things are lining up and because it makes sense and makes logical, it's logical to wonder if a bounce could be taking shape. That doesn't mean a bounce is actually going to take shape. So again, would it be shocking to see some sort of bounce? No, that would not be shocking at all, but that doesn't mean that it's guaranteed either. My point is that given the way these certain dynamics have now kind of played out and aligned themselves, it at least becomes a rational thought from a charting perspective to question whether or not a bounce is going to occur. So the first thing before anything else, let's just talk about the one area of support real quick. And this is very straightforward, but that's also kind of why I love charts, because when you look at them certain ways, they basically insult your intelligence. But right now, it's seeming as though this area down here at 0.0264 is the level of support. And if that's going to be the bottom, well, then the price needs to stay above it. The price needs to prove that it's the bottom. If the price breaks below it, then obviously that's not the bottom because now the price is broken below it. Do you see what I mean about charts kind of insulting your intelligence when you look at them certain ways? So for a very simple reason, 0.064 needs to hold and be the bottom, because if you're looking at this from a potential bottom bounce, well, then the bottom needs to stay intact. Now, in the event this does continue to bounce, the overall level to keep an eye on is going to be that purple line right there, which is the 50-period simple moving average. Keyword being moving, because I get it. That line's pretty far away, and I'm not saying no that, wow, if this thing keeps on bouncing, it's going all the way up there. That's not what I'm saying. Like I said, moving average, key level, or keyword. So as time goes by, that line is going to move itself further and further downwards and get a little bit more relevant. But keep an eye on that from the overall perspective, and that'll help gauge the strength or lack thereof of any sort of bounce. But yeah, nice leveling out of the price, nice final 30 minutes. Can the bulls build upon it? Still a lot of work to be done, but there are some interesting dynamics for sure. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.